Are we live? Did it happen? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys today? I'm gotta get some dishes to do real quick, and then I'm gonna make some breakfast. So let's get started with some hot water. I have a busy day today. I'm going back down to see my family. So, this is not going to be full, but I need to start this while I'm gone, and I got to take out the trash, so I'm going to be gone for a few days, and I'm going to still stream, I'll still be streaming, so don't you worry about that, but, it's going to be, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, truthfully. I'm not really sure what the plan is for how I'm going to stream or what I'm going to stream, but I will be on at least an hour every day. I think we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try and live stream my tattoo, getting that done. That's going to be on the 8th. Okay. And then when I get done with breakfast, I'll put the rest of them in there and start that up. And then, after this, you won't see me today anymore. But tomorrow, I'll be back down in PBX. Maybe I'll do like a breakfast stream, you know? I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Like a lot of random tasks I need to get done. Just like packing and figuring out how I'm gonna get the car up here. I'm pretty sure I can U-Haul it up here. Like I think they have the little jacks you can put on the end. You just put your car in it and bring it up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not sure what that's gonna look like or how long that's gonna take me or any of that stuff and what days I'm gonna be doing that. So a lot of these streams are probably going to be in the morning. It's probably going to be breakfast stuff because I'm going to be trying to do it not while I'm trying to get other stuff done. So just expect that for the next, let's see, 4 days at least, maybe 5. I'm just not sure. I'm kind of flying by the, what did they say? The seat of your pants? The pants of your seat? I don't know. I'm just going with it, truthfully. And I'm going to try and meet up with friends and stuff, so, like, it just feels too stressful to try and do it later in the day. So I think, yeah, probably just, like, wake up, make breakfast, have breakfast chat about whatever happened the day before or whatever, eat some food, giggles, laughs, chat about your guys' day and see what's going on, and then pop off. So, I gotta throw these in the fridge. And when I get back, we'll make some banana bread. Because I tried to make some banana bread, and I have to throw it out now. Because, like, I use this new flour, and I instead of being like, oh, let me look into how to use this flour specifically to make banana bread, I was like, let me make banana bread, and I just used that, like, normal flour, and it's just not normal flour, you know? So, I'm gonna be doing that. Maybe we'll do a stream on that. Banana bread. just left you guys over here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you behind. It wasn't my plan to leave you behind. I just moved on to the next step of my actions because I did the dishes a lot faster than I thought I was gonna. There we go. I need to wipe this down first. Beep. But yeah, so let's see, what else do we got planned for this week? Meeting up with friends, get the dude on, packing, traveling up here. I think that's about it. So, wish me luck. I am determined. I'm determined. You know? So let's talk a little bit about my plans, or not my plans, but this book that I was reading yesterday. And hopefully I'll be finishing it today, and I can tell you the rest of that about it. But it's do you guys ever Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad? I have only read one of his books. I want to read a couple more of his books. I just haven't yet because there's a bunch of other books that like came up first. But this one was one I saw on taxes, and it's a friend of his and that had read his book who wrote a book afterwards, and it's like, I can't remember the name. I'll find it. If you find this on YouTube, it will be underneath, I promise. But it's like taxing for the wealth, or it's like something taxes for the wealth to never to keep your taxes low for life, or something like that. But anyways, his way of thinking about it is being able to have 10 to 15%. Be in the 10 to 15% tax range no matter where you are at in life, and he kind of talks to you about why. He said a lot of interesting things actually where I didn't really think about them that way, but I'm really glad that I watched it and now do. So one of the first things that one of the first things that he talks about is, it's morning, my brain doesn't want to work, is what money is. And he's like, if you agree that your money is yours and that you should have the majority of it and not the government, and that you should be able to spend your money however you want, but that's the first thing you need to believe. That you need to believe that your money is yours and nobody else's. And you truly believe that. And I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people do believe that their money's theirs and that the government should be able to tax it or take it from them or put the, you know what I mean? The second thing he says you need to believe is that the government has the taxes the way it has now, not to make you get taxed more, but so that you can get taxed less. Like, the point of the government's rules and regulations around taxes is to help you pay less taxes. You have to believe that. You have to believe that the government is set it up so that you don't have to pay more taxes. And I think a lot of people don't believe this, as he points out, because people believe that the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. And he's like, it's not technically incorrect. He's like, but also, why do you think the rich get richer? Because they have tax breaks. The whole point of somebody who is rich isn't for them to just be rich. It's for them to create jobs, income, economy. It's for them, like, for many, many reasons. We need rich people to create jobs. We need them to pay people, right? We need them to circulate the economy. And so, essentially, what he's saying is taxes aren't there so that you can keep your money. Taxes are there is so that you'll use your money to help the economy move forward. And if you do that, then you pay less taxes. So if you're just trying to use taxes so you don't have to pay tax, if you're like, what you're looking for out of taxes and your belief around taxes is like, I don't want to give the government money at all. Because, like, I guess, like, if you think about it, which he's not wrong, like, people feel guilty about having to pay taxes or not pay taxes, and they get upset when people don't pay their taxes, right? They're like, you have to pay your part. And he's like, that's why, that's 10-15%. He's like, like, they should be putting the money towards roads and schools and stuff like that. But they're getting, like, a lot more because people are paying taxes, like, more into taxes than they should be, truthfully, because they don't know how to support the economy. So that's something you gotta start thinking about is, how am I using my income to make more income? Not just buy stuff, but to, like, because, like, that can be a part of it. Buying stuff can be a part of you making more income, which I love that he shared that. I love that he said that, because it's so true that I feel like people think you can't support the economy, you can't create money by buying stuff, right? And that's not true. Because, like, if someone has a business who they have jobs for other people and it's growing and they can continue giving people jobs, then they're going to spend the money that they get in investing, which helps the government, and creating more business, which helps the government. So they're going to give that person more tax breaks so that they'll spend more of that money doing that. And if they don't, then they don't get more tax breaks the next year, right? So it's like every little thing you do has to be around making more money. Everything you buy has to be around making more money. That is, and, like, it's not just that, but I think something that scares a lot of people is bookkeeping, accounting, understanding taxes, why they work a certain way. And, like, we kind of learn about it in school, and you learn a little bit at a time as you go older, but honestly, no one that I know, unless they are building a really big business or something like that, and even still, like, when I was building my businesses, I'm learning so much right now that I feel so regretful that I lost out on taxes, I lost out on deductions, because I didn't know what I know now to be able to do that. And I'm like, wow, I would have been so much more successful at continuing my business if the people who had started with me had been like, you need to focus on learning how to bookkeep, you need to focus on learning about taxes, you need to focus on all these other, like, things, investing. Like, it shouldn't just be about this business. You need to learn about how to itemize and how to bookkeep. And those weren't really the points that they were trying to put forward when I was building the businesses. When I started with Amway, I used that to build other businesses, and, like, the point of that was that they were like sales, 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 sales. And sales honestly aren't hard. There's so many people. I know it seems scary to people to do sales, but, like, it's just not. People want to buy stuff. You want to buy stuff. I want to buy stuff. That's not the hard part. And I think, like, people are getting so stuck up on the selling part. Like, if you truly believe in something, if you know people need it, if you need it, then guess what? Somebody else is going to need it and someone will buy it. I'm, like, so I just really think the point has kind of been lost on some people. Because it's it's not about sales. It's about investing. It's about buying things and making sure you understand what you're doing. And I just really wish that I had realized that when I was starting, because I just know I'd be so much farther by, and I would still have the things that like I was working on, and probably way more successful at them. So no matter how big your business is, whether it's just a YouTube or whatever, if you're making money off of something, get yourself an LLC. Learn about LLCs, learn about the different types of LLCs. Most people who are starting a business all on their own, small corporation, it's gonna be a singular, it's gonna be an S corp, right? Like you're not gonna need a partnership or C corp. You learn what those are. I barely know what those are, so like, don't look at me. I'm just saying, you need to learn about LLCs. You need to learn about why you need that for a business. It's not just you need it. Trust me, you need it, okay? And you gotta learn you gotta learn about the specific taxes and what's deductible. I think like another big thing about it. Sorry. I'm trying to do multiple things right now. Another big thing about it is that when, like, there's so many different types of tax deductions based on what kind of businesses you're doing, how you're doing them. I mean, this guy was talking about how he didn't have any money whatsoever. In fact, was like $40,000 in debt, and bought a business in his in underneath his understanding that was going under and going out anyways. And he told a friend about it, and his friend gave him half of the money to be able, loaned him half the money to be able to buy it, and then he was able to work out a business agreement with the company selling it for them to do a loan with him for the other half. And after 9 months, he got his first few clients, and he hasn't looked back. He paid it all off, you know what I mean? So I think the biggest thing to remember is, even when you're in debt, even when you have a shit ton of debt, you can still buy a business, right? Even if you have no income, you can still start a business. You don't need money to start a business. You need an idea and some people who believe in you. That's what you need. You don't need finances. You don't need the best credit. And I think that's a big limiting belief, is this belief, not just in taxes, business, and da-da-da, but just in life, that these I have them. I'm working through them right now. Limiting beliefs on the fact of whether or not you can start something, right? And it's just one of those things where you have to, instead of saying I can't do it, you have to say how can I do it, right? Because there is a way. Go to your local library, get Libby, start learning. That's been the hardest thing for me. When I got into Amway, that's the first thing I noticed. They're books. Oh my gosh, books. And I soaked that shit up. I was yeah, books. But it was all self-help, kind of more religious books. And so I got a lot out of it, like, for myself and for other people, but, you know, it just wasn't, it wasn't what I needed. I needed to learn more technical information, and it's really scary starting to get into it. And when you first read your first book, you're like, I don't really understand that. But I've read a few books now, like over 10, and I'm just now starting to kind of connect the pieces. So, like, no matter where you live or where you're from, you need to understand your taxes. And just start somewhere. Just start reading. Even after the first book, if you don't understand it, go on. Read some more. Go back to that book later once you get some more information. Like, seriously. Hello! How are you, Omniduke? I'm doing pretty good. The audition was pretty good. It was really short, actually. It was a lot shorter than I was expecting. I didn't even turn this on. So, let's see. So that was kind of nice. I got to, like, walk around downtown quite a bit and, like, just check out the sights, which was enjoyable. How are you doing today? Ooh, dinner! We had pasta! That sounds so yummy. I love pasta. I love making noodles. What kind of pasta did you have? What kind of pasta person are you? I didn't feel like cutting up a normal onion, so I'm cutting up green onions. And I'm going to use a lot more than usual because I know they're lighter in flavor. I'm going to saute some, and then I'm going to add some on the top. I need to drink my apple cider vinegar here shortly. What was I going to say? Yeah, it was really short. I was kind of surprised how short it was. I thought there were going to be more questions or more things to do. I thought I was going to be a little bit more nervous, truthfully, but I wasn't. I think I was a little stiff, though. I need to, like, relax. I'm going into another one today, so I'm like, okay, we're going to be relaxed, and then I'm going to go get on a bus and see my sister, my best friend, and stay the weekend with them. So, it's going to be good. I kind of wish I would have done all calls sooner if I had realized that they were so simple. But truthfully, I felt like I needed, like, a resume of some sort. I really did. And I just really wish I would have taken advantage of my situation when I was doing Portland Fashion Week. Because I was, like, I knew people then, right? Like, doing stuff and whatnot, and I see some of them now, like, actually walking runways a lot more consistently, which I flippin' love. I love that for them. I'm like, fuck, I really wish I would have done that a little bit, so I'm just like, you know what, if I feel that way, then I just need to start. I need to find an agency, and I just need to be online and show my presence, and I just gotta do the thingies, you know? I've been so focused on finding, like, a normal people's job, because the truth is like, I feel like that's just the way, that's the best way to make money, like, consistently, especially when you are jobless, not making any income. And I've spent, like, the last month and a half now, like, excessively adjusting all of my, what is it called? My resumes and stuff online and shit, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to be working again and be doing something, and I want it to be fun. I want it to be enjoyable, and I think, like, a part of me has felt like I don't deserve that, because, like, there's literally people dying in other countries, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But, you know, I gotta make money to be able to give to those things and be able to support those things, so I'm trying to be a little bit more positive about it, and less, like, oh, I'm such a shitty person because, like, I'm so lucky to be here, and they're, like, suffering, and I don't know. I'm just kind of negative, you know. I've been kind of negative about my situation, considering I'm extremely lucky and privileged. But I think it's just guilt. It's just guilt. Like, I just feel guilty. And, I just gotta change my perspective so I can do something about it instead of just sitting here being sad. Spaghetti! I flippin' love spaghetti. Cats are cute. I don't have a cat. Cats are cute, though. I do want a cat. No, I'm just cooking. Just cooking. No, I don't have a twin sister. I'm not a twin. I have a bunch of baby sissies that I love dearly. And, what was I going to say? Miso soup. Yeah, but seriously, I'm gonna find my tax book, find this video on YouTube, and go read it. Because, like, he's not even talking about just the U.S. either. He's, like, talking, like, he talked about the U.K., Canada, so, though, one thing I didn't know, which makes complete sense, is I guess the U.S. has some of the best, like, tax breaks and, like, open tax breaks for people. Like, if you have an LLC and you make one sale, you're a business. You're a business, and you can make as many tax breaks as needed. If you don't make money, you can... There's, like... You gotta learn, but there's ways to, like, move your taxes around appropriately to be able to help you through, like, your business not making money or you going under or stuff like that. Like, the government helps you. And I don't feel like I've ever been raised here in the U.S. to believe that it does that. But it does. Like, that's the way the taxes are set up. Like, he was talking about, I'm like, yeah, that's how it works. So, again, I know that's how it works because I've been learning. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm putting this in a different perspective now. And I'm understanding, like, the point of tax breaks is for somebody who has a business or is investing. And, like, there's, like, different ways. Like, you can't just, I think, like, the big thing, too, is, like, one of the things he was talking about is, like, being an investor. You can't just, like, 401k, Roth IRA. You can't, or index funds. Like, you have to kind of learn how to invest. And I think that's, like, a really big thing because, like, I've been learning Rule 1 investing. And you can do that daily. You can Rule 1 invest daily if you wanted to. It's just, do you need to, you know? And there's, like, if there's untaxable, like, if you're making passive money, not like your paycheck, if you're making passive money, there's untaxable passive money for so much. And I've been learning about untaxable, like ways to, like, hold money. And there's so many ways. There's so many ways to have untaxable money. And I really wasn't raised to believe that was a thing. Like, I really wasn't. And I'm kind of sad about it. Because I don't know, my parents didn't know. Or if, like, it was just too confusing for them to be able to teach it. They tried to give me books. But, like, I was really young. And the books confused me. Honestly, they were, like, meant for adults. And I think they just they weren't looking into anything else, so. How are they supposed to know there's more simplistic books to be able to read around that kind of stuff? If they weren't looking into it, you know? Don't mind me. Just filling up my little, this is a compost. I'm gonna make veggie stock with it. I tried once, but I completely forgot that it was on the stove. And then I burnt it, and it was so bad. It was so bad. So, I'm gonna try again. Probably when I get back. Make some broth. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll find something to do. Stop. Close. Thank you. Alright. Let's drink this, my medicine. Apple cider vinegar and honey water. Yeah. Whew. I'm slowly getting used to that. It was really rough in the beginning. That and this beet juice, real rough in the beginning. But I'm starting to get used to it, and I can tell it's helping. I don't know if you guys have digestive health. Duke, if you're still here, I know you live in the UK, but like in the US, I feel like there's so much food that is like healthy or like whatever, and I get so bloated from eating it. Like breads, like pastas and stuff. Like if I get processed pasta, it's not that I hate it. I love how simple and easy it is to use, but I don't like what it does to my digestive system. I much prefer fresh noodles, but then you gotta eat them that day, and we just, like, the US just isn't set up for you to buy your groceries for your meals that day. Like, everything here is for you to, like, bulk buy and, like, leave in your freezer for weeks on end before you eat it. When I went to France, in Barcelona, I loved how much there was, like, food stalls everywhere. And, like, you could, like, I watched people, like, buying their food, like, every day, and I was like, I love this. I love that. That's how it should be. Like, why are we mass buying food for weeks? And it's, well, like, in the Midwest, for example, you have to. Like, that's where I grew up. I got used to it because, like, you have to. Your closest grocery store that has everything that you would need to make food is an hour away. Your local one that's maybe 30, 15 minutes away, like, might have what you need, but it's probably going to be the most expensive, and it's probably not going to be the freshest, and it's definitely not going to be local, which is funny for it being local. Like, if you're going to get anything local, you're going to be driving down highway and whatever for forever, and then you're going to see somebody, like, on the side of the road, like, in a little stand. It's going to be one stand. They're going to be selling, like, probably honey, truthfully. That's what I'm... Like, at least here, like, I see people selling other things, but Midwest, definitely not. I just think it's weird. I don't know how, like, you buy your groceries right now, but I feel like it's just way better in other places, food-wise. And so I've been taking a lot of precautions, like, trying to get into this stuff. What I need to do right now, I'm buying my beet juice, but eventually I want to get a juicer and buy fresh beets and juice them. Do you feel like you have to do that kind of stuff? Like where you have to, like, think so hard about where your food is coming from because you know all of it's crap and filled with chemicals? Or is that, like, strictly a U.S. thing? Because I almost feel like it's pretty much strictly a U.S. thing. I was watching videos how, like, they were comparing UK products to U.S. products that are exactly the same brand, same everything, and how they have different ingredients in them. And I'm almost positive it's because the FDA says that things aren't healthy if they're not done that way. And I'm pretty sure people have been eating them way before the FDA and living perfectly fine before the FDA decided that they weren't healthy. So, I don't know. You tell me what you think. Have you been to the U.S. before? How do you make your spaghetti? I was just thinking about that. Do you make spaghetti the way we make spaghetti here? Probably not, right? Beef? You use beef? Do you buy a pasta jar, or do you make your own sauce? fresh noodles or do you buy hard noodles? I get these. Let me show you. It's not what most people get. Or like protein filled stuff or anything like that. Never? It's not really worth it. It's not really worth it in my opinion. I don't think I'd ever come here. It is. I shouldn't say that. I am happy to be here. Kind of. It's easier to like daydream about other countries, you know, than it is to understand what I have here. I don't do that on purpose. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's the fact that, like, I'm realizing that things have been set up for you to be successful in the U.S. It's just learning and getting the education for it has been, it's for the privileged. Like, if you want to learn, you can learn as a poor person or as someone who doesn't have a lot of time and whatnot, who's been working. But it's a lot of effort, and we've kind of lost community here, so it's like, or at least from what I've experienced. And I just can't imagine that it's different for other people, since they are also not knowledgeable in these things. Because I feel like if they were knowledgeable in it, then they'd be doing it, right? Yeah. You're scared of planes? You know the boats. You can do boats too. You can come over here through boats. But also, like, I understand, like, yeah, I truthfully don't believe the likelihood of you getting shot is high. Depending on where you go, and just like if you travel anywhere, you can't look like you're traveling there, right? Because otherwise people target you. You have to be able to, like, blend in a little bit. Rick Mornis, what is up here? We're just making breakfast. I'm literally finishing up right now so I can sit down. Making some breakfast, talking about taxes, talking about traveling. Whoa. I'm American. Everyone I know has gotten shot. I only know one person. And we don't talk anymore, so. And she was shot by her boyfriend at the time because he was, like, playing around with a pistol and was like, ha ha ha, and pulled the thing and didn't realize it was loaded and then, like, shot her. And her story was, like, she got shot and she held it and she's like, you fucking shot me. So, let's see. Bullets are flying everywhere. Well, I mean, again, I think it depends. Like, are you a drug dealer, or are the people you were friends with agree that people should just have guns on them? Because I'm sorry, but, like, the friends that I have that do believe in holding guns on themselves get regular practice training and certificates to make sure that they understand and keep up with the laws. That I don't hang out with people who just don't give a shit and hold a gun on them just because they're in America. And then the other side of my friends don't believe that we should be able to do that, or that anyone here should have guns on them. So I think it kind of depends on who you're hanging out with. Oh, sorry, you're typing. Thank you. It actually rains bullets here. I'm about to fall out of my chair. Please do. So mesmerizing. I do drugs, and that's why, yeah. I only do drugs. Only drug I do is show feet. Ew. That's pretty gross. Yeah, I agree. I know, that's not kink shaming. I'm not trying to kink shame you, but if that's a drug, maybe you should get a little help. Maybe a little help, right? We all need a little help with our addictions. Okay, let me put my food down, and then we'll move, and we'll sit and chat. I hope you guys are having a good day. Even if the bullets are raining down. Oh, I want to, like, you know the song? It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. That song? Okay, so take that, but it's raining bullets. Okay? There you go. I really don't think it, like, okay, I'm not going to say I don't hear people getting shot, because I do be hearing people get shot all the fucking time. But again, I'm going to say, I really think it just depends on where you're at. Like, depending on the city you're in, like, right, I want to go to Chicago. Don't go to Chicago. That's asking to get shot. But, like, you know, you could probably go to San Francisco and manage to get out of there without hearing anyone get shot. I have, twice. So, I just think it's possible. Sorry. Oh, wait, I'm gonna look at your guys' messages on here, actually. Oh! Sorry, I really wasn't trying to kink shame. I thought you were being sassy. That's great. I'm glad. I hope you make lots of money from that, truthfully. A kickboxer? No. Oh, you're talking to them? Oh, you should make more than that. People love feet. Oh, don't tell people they suck. People are awesome. No one's perfect. You have things wrong with you, too. Yeah, but it's not the same as going there. It's not. It really isn't. Like, I went to the Dominican Republic, and everyone was like, you gotta be careful when you go there. How are you going there? Don't travel around. I didn't listen to any of them bitches. I didn't listen to any of them. And you know what? People were so nice to me. People were so flippin' nice to me. And I didn't have any problems. No one harassed me. In fact, I went on a hike, and we got back right as it was getting, like, dark, like, and there were people, like, driving around our car, like, looking for us. And the moment we came out, they all disappeared. They were like, oh, okay, the people made it back. Like, the Americans didn't kill themselves. We're so proud of you. Like, they were just checking up on us. Or maybe they're gonna steal the car. But, like, truthfully, I just think they were, like, concerned that, like, the car was left there, and then we were gone all day, and it was getting dark, and no one had come back. So, like, I just think, like, when people say, like, oh, it's so dangerous, don't go there, and I get that it can be expensive and whatnot, but, like, I just don't think the world is as dangerous and as scary as everyone makes it out to be. You gotta be careful. You gotta be smart. Like, I'm not saying be a dumbass. Like, don't go around the world. Like, if you're, for example, if you're going around the world videotaping dead bodies, or being a complete douchebag, ignoring, like, the social norms. Like, if you're American and you're videotaping people and be like, I have the right, like, in a different country, like, yeah, you might get shot because you're being a fucking dick. You're being rude. You know? You gotta have some empathy when you're traveling. And I think most people do. Americans fail at that, so I think most people in other countries do. Americans, it's like 50-50, you know what I mean? Like, do that too. Oh shit, Rick, you funny. I like you. I know you're being serious, but I like you. Just remember that shooting someone is a greeting and oh shit, wait, I forgot salt and pepper. Oh shit, that's hilarious. And then I think the big thing is that some people that don't own guns, they forget that there's a lot of regulations around carrying weapons and ammunition. And you can't legally just do that however you want. Like, you have to have licensing and shit in most places. I think Texas is like one of the only places that you can get away with not doing that. Texas and like South Dakota, you know, like the Midwest, like up and down the South and Midwest area. Don't go there anyways. There's nothing fun there. A lot of racist people, so, you know. I think it just depends on where you go. I don't know if it's long enough to braid. He's a little short. I'm gonna wax it soon. Oh, but thank you. Bang equals hello. Georgia too. Yeah. Be careful of Georgia. Maybe even Oklahoma. I don't know. I haven't been there in a hot minute. I haven't tried to do that since I was a fucking kid. Like, I used to as a kid. It's so funny that you brought that up. No, I can't. No, I can't. But you know what? As a kid, I used to. It's so funny that you said that, because, like, I literally, the moment you said that, I was like, as a child, I've done it, but I don't know, I haven't done it since. Like, I'm a grown adult, I'm not going around trying to make farting noises, you know? Like, how many adults are going around trying to make farting noises? I need to know. I need facts. I was cuffing. Maybe not enough. Ouch, that hurts. I don't like it. Play free bird. Wait, I got Star Spangled Banner. Not quite a full. I love that. You guys are funny. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you chatting with me. I really needed this. It's 11. Okay, I'll need to get ready at 12. So I got an hour, and then I gotta get ready. You guys can get ready with me. But I gotta pack so I can go down. I'm taking a bus to see my family today. After my second open call. I heard a little too. I look high. Well, that's funny for somebody who's been sober for 3 months almost now. No, I'm a sober being now. Yeah, I had to. It was destroying me. If I didn't get sober, I would not be in a good place. I would not be here. I don't know if I'd be alive. But I've been trying to get sober for a hot minute now. It took me a while. Because, like, a part of me was like, it's not an addiction. I can handle doing it from time to time. That's when you know it's an addiction. When you're like, I don't have to quit. Why are you thinking about quitting if you don't have to quit? Clearly addiction, right? Are you judging my miso soup? I can't even show it to you without spilling it. A lot of things. Alcohol was the first one. That one I'm still struggling with. Like, I was walking around yesterday downtown, and I don't have any friends up here to hang out with. And it was just one of those things where text message. Are you guys hearing my texts coming through? it's just one of those things where I was like out and there's like bars and I was like, oh, maybe I could have a drink. And I'm like, dude, if I have a drink, I'm gonna want another one and another one and another one and another one, and then I'm gonna be fucked up. And how am I gonna get myself home when I'm fucked up? On a bus. No, I'm not gonna do that to myself. So I like sat about and then I was like, I gotta go home. Like, I can't. And it made me really sad. I felt like really, really fucking sad, truthfully. I need sober friends. I've also done like other things, but I don't talk about those anymore, and I don't do those ever again. But yeah, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I've been smoking since I was like 15, so no more of that. No more of that. That's all gone now. No more. And I was like someone who was like, I'm never gonna stop. I love it so much. Addiction. Oh. Miso vodka. That's good. You shouldn't. Like, I guess I shouldn't say you shouldn't, but like, if you think it could be something that you'll get addicted to, weed's not technically addictive, but what's addictive is not feeling pain. And weed, like, does this weird thing where even when you're experiencing a lot of pain, that you're just like, whatever, I don't care, whatever. But when you become sober, you're like, I cared. I fucking cared. And then you're like feeling guilty for not bringing it up at the time and having to bring it up later, and then you push it down because you're like, well, I can't bring it up later, and you smoke more weed so you can forget and be around those people because you don't want to talk to them about the things you didn't bring up that bothered you. Like, but only afterwards when you were sober. And then you forget stuff. My memory is so whack. Like, I remember, I have a great flippin' memory, except for when I'm high. When I smoke ganja, I like, the things, like, I feel like I remember them, but then, like, later, I'm like, I can't recall that memory as well now. Like, it's fuzzy and it feels weird. Oh, yeah, I've been through a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fact that I'm still alive kind of surprises the shit out of me. Like, a lot. Thanks. I gotta try, you know? A Red Bull? A Red Bull. Out of everything. No. I've never done that. I've never put anything like that in there for substance use. No. I've always used my facial holes. Goodness, I'm popular right now. Hold on. I used to chew, actually, yeah. I used to smoke cigarettes and chew. I'm gonna allow that just because it's funny. I don't want a funnel and a Red Bull. Don't. No one should be doing that. Then go dirt biking. No. Dirt biking is already dangerous. Driving a motorcycle is already dangerous. And not like in a really, real bad way, but enough. That's terrible. Okay, we're changing the subject. We're changing the subject. Time to talk about something else than buttholes, okay? No more butthole talk. You guys, we could talk about anything, and this is where you went. I'm not judging you, but I'm disappointed. to today? I'm like, I'm not stressed, but I'm thinking a lot about like this next few days and how I'm gonna get everything done, in which order and to get everything done. I really need to make sure I keep coming back on streaming. And so that's like my biggest concern, is that I'm gonna not be able to do that or forget. And I need to stay consistent in something. And I've been doing, outside of like looking for work, you know? Outside of like communicating with my friends, I gotta stay consistent in something that I feel like I'm working on. I'm like reading books and stuff like that, but like because I'm not able to put, it's not that I'm not able to, I'm just holding off on being able to use the information because I don't have an income right now. And I feel like if I spend my money trying to learn how to invest at this moment, then like if I lose it, it's gonna hurt me more and I'm gonna feel more disappointed in myself than if I have an income, you know? But I gotta get paper trading first. I gotta start doing paper trading first. Why are you at work? Bored. What do you do for work? You said cooling? You're just cooling? What does that mean? I also gotta get together. I'm gonna start learning coding. And I think it'd be fun to do streams while I'm doing that. Okay, well, I mean, what about like, you like learning? Alright, you could do something fun while you're, I mean, I guess you're here, right? Maybe, so this might be fun for you, but like, you could do something, you could like, have something that makes you feel less bored, like outside, that like entertains you. And again, like, I guess you're here, but like, still, you know, like, there's lots of things. Man, it's a great place. I don't work right now. This is what I do. But I'm working on it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm hoping to either be like, I know that I'm probably going to get back into modeling and stuff. But if I do that, it's only going to be for like work. Like, I'm not going to do it for fun. Because I don't know. It's just like, as much as I love doing it for fun, I really want it to be a career. And so like, I feel like I need to start shoving my foot in the door and actually trying and not being so casual about it. But I'm hoping, I found this coding like website thing where it gives you certificates for learning how to do stuff. And I'm hoping that once I've gotten a few certificates, I can get a job with something around that. I really want to make like a website. I think that'd be really fucking cool. While you're at work? That's not a way to make it fun. What about listening to a podcast? Or do you remember coolmathgames.com? Cool Math Games. Educational and fun. I understand, but I don't want somebody else's pre-coded template. I want to make my own. I want to make and build my own website. I understand. I know that people don't really do that anymore. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I want to be able to know how to do that. I want to be able to build my own and say that it's mine. Also, like, I don't know if you know this, but people make the most money off of making ideas, right? So, like, for example, if you have a recipe, it's easier to rent out your recipes to people to make more money than to sell it, right? Same thing with, like, if you have a patent. You can rent out your patent, you make a lot of money. You don't have to make it. You just have to know how to and be able to make it easy, right? Like, that's why you're bringing up the CMS, right? It's because, like, somebody knew how to make it, and now they're selling that product so that other people can make it for them. They don't have to make the websites. But what I want to do is I want to learn how to make my own website because I want to be able to adjust it. Like, I have, like, this really big, I'm not going to share it because, like, I don't want to surprise it. You're going to have to stick around if you want to see it. And who knows how long that's going to take. Ha ha ha! Trapped you. But, like, I want to be able to, like, go in and fix it myself and to adjust it and add things and, yeah. Yay! No joke. I literally was just watching a coding video that was talking about that, and I'm sitting here with my friend, and he's like, I know how to do that. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. And we were just talking about how we were going to learn JavaScript together. I think I said that the other day. So, I'm super excited. You are not here for feet. Does anything about my content anywhere tell you that I'm going to give you feet? Because it doesn't. Not one bit. Not even a little. It's my armpit. I feel like that'd be like, well, you gave us shoulder. Well, you gave us neckline. Okay. I'm not Muslim. Though you're making me feel like I should be at this point. I should just wear fucking everything all over. Cover everything up but my eyes. Apparently that's all that's interesting anyways. No, it flippin' doesn't. No, it doesn't. It says English and just chatting. Show me. Don't look at my weenus. You can't see my weenus. You're not allowed to see my weenus. That's for privileged people only. Made you look. I'm dying. Damn it. You saw them? You can try to see them. But apparently from here on out, I'm going to be covered up because you guys are creeps. What happened to normal things? Like telling a woman she has beautiful teeth. Why did I say that? Oh, fuck. gosh, you guys are hilarious. I know, creepy. You got a nice mouth. Oh, fuck, see, I knew the moment it came out my mouth, the humans were gonna just eat it up. Killing me over here. I'm literally dying by the second, you guys. Oh, it's gonna make coffee. Oh, okay. Breakfast is done. Whew. Now I'm gonna start thinking about lunch because it's already 11. And I'm gonna be out on the town. I don't know. Damn! Ah! Who's sending magic? Who's trying to kill me with their eyes? You can't kill me. I'm a god. Purdy mouth. Alfredo for breakfast. Hell yeah, brother. Alfredo? You know what? That's like telling someone they're an ugly crier. How are you supposed to be a pretty crier? I feel like that means you're not actually crying, you know? Like you're faking it. If you can cry beautifully, you're not actually sad. You're forcing those tears. Like, cause like, if you're actually crying, you're like, you know? Fake tears then. Fake tears, I call it now. Fake tears. Fuck. Those eggs got me. They're really trying to murder me right now. You have to have a pretty face. I didn't even think then. Like, it doesn't matter what your face looks like. If you're crying, you're like... Wrap snacks make me do that. Because you're allergic to lettuce or something, or what? What wasn't fettuccine? No, it was eggs. I was eating eggs. Oh, is that, you thought it was Alfredo? Is that what you thought I was eating? No, I made eggs with cheese. No, seriously. I smoked a lot of weed. I never coughed like that before. Oh, that's not true. Okay. Beet juice. My little medicine. Alright. Really? Now I'm gonna have to Google this. Snack wraps? Snack wraps. Wrap snacks. Wrap snacks. I did it backwards. Are they Snoop Dogg brand? No way. What? Snoop Dogg is doing so many random things. I saw him on like Ellen DeGeneres or whatever. My favorite about Snoop Dogg is that like he's just like, I'll do whatever, man. I don't care. I'll just do whatever I want. I'm just hanging out here. He quit smoking. When he quit smoking, there was so many people online who was like, I won't ever stop smoking weed until Snoop Dogg stopped smoking weed. And then he stopped smoking weed, and everyone online was like, I have to stop smoking weed? Fake news. I want to look now. Did Snoop Dogg... Yeah, it's the first fucking question! He really is going smokeless. He gave up smoking. says not in the way we thought, but I don't understand what that means. Hold on. Let me Google. Let me look a little deeper. A little deep. Decided to give up smoking. The life of the party rapper didn't specify at any time what kind of smoke he meant, but on November 20, Snoop Dogg clarified his comments when he posted a video on social media that showed him shilling for Solo Stove, a smokeless fire pit company. That's so fucking dumb! Oh my god! I legit been believing he hasn't been smoking weed. I didn't even know they were a thing. I didn't even know they were a snack. So, like, I want to buy them to see if I'll choke on them. That's what I want to do. I want to buy them, and I'll let you know if white people are affected exactly the same. I have some friends from Mexico. I'll have them eat them too, and we'll see. I'll let you know. Oh, and I know I have a friend from China, so we'll get the roundabout of ethnicities in here. I'll find some more friends. We'll figure it out, some different ethnicities. I'll let you know. We'll get back to you. It almost got you? Really? No, I see that now. Yeah. You don't know that. You don't know that. We gotta do some test subjecting here. Yeah. That's so crazy. I love that he does such random stuff. He does so much random stuff. Like, sincerely, he's the most randomest person I've ever seen. Out of all, he's so popular for someone who's, like, never in the news. I love that about him. Good for him. I'm proud of him. Health! I'm taking care of my health! I ain't smoking. I ain't doing drugs. I ain't drinking. Look at me. Taking my medicine. No, I gotta get ready in 30 minutes. I'm chilling right now. I need to, like, pack my bag, get dressed. But I don't have to leave until, like, 1:40 or something. So I got a hot minute. Yeah. I'm just like, if I don't pre-tell myself, like, okay, at this point breakfast has to be over, I literally, like, take 4 hours to eat breakfast most of the time. Like, this was the fastest I've eaten breakfast in so many days. And sometimes I do, like, I'll sit down and gobble it up, gone. But some days I sit down and I'm, like, literally struggling to put one bite of food in my mouth. I'm just like, come on. I'm like, you have to fucking eat, bitch! That's how you survive! Look at this tiny little wrist. Damn! Okay, I'm calm. I'm going to an all-call for a modeling agency. I went to one yesterday. It was my very first one. I'm just trying to figure out... I'm trying to go down as many avenues as I can for work right now because I have been applying for jobs for way too long to not have a job right now. So I'm just like, you know what? If no one wants to hire me, then I'm going to find somebody in a different area that will. And I will keep trying until someone puts money in my pocket. I'm not a knee model. Is that even a thing? Is being a knee model even a thing? I don't think I can be. I have tattoos. That's right, girl. I like something stuck in my tooth. Oh, gosh. Shall we read what these... Oh, fuck. That was, like, another thing. I'm gonna be downtown, and I have a phone... Like, I'm going to this interview, and then I have a phone call interview. But while I'm downtown, I'm going to be near the Capital District, and I had a friend who was messaging me about it, and I've completely ignored them for multiple days. Sorry about the bits. I should probably turn off my volume when I'm on there. I'm sorry you guys have to hear that. I don't think about that at all when I start. Come on, open up. I think that's like a big thing about like me streaming is I love doing this, but I haven't really gotten. Here's the thing. I would normally use my computer, but this laptop doesn't stream really well. And so I have a camera and a microphone and all that stuff. And so normally I don't have to worry about setting my phone up. But since I started streaming again, I haven't been able to get that to work properly. And so I'm using my phone. And I'm convinced I'm going to figure this out. So I haven't done the work to make sure that this works really nice. I should adjust that, focus on this, make sure this works really nice, and then come back to this since this is taking longer than I expected it to. Because it really is one of the reasons why I haven't been consistent is because I haven't had a really good setup that I feel comfortable with that feels smooth to me. The phone is fine, but like there's a whole bunch of stuff on the screen and it gets really sidetracking. It's hard, like if there was more of you guys in here, like, chatting, I wouldn't be able to keep up with you guys at all. Like, I need my computer to be able to do that. So, like, I'm watching the stream from my computer, so that way I can keep up with communication and watching and reading. But, like, I would much rather have it all on here and then have my phone to do things while I'm streaming, so you guys aren't having to hear the buzz beep, whatever. I'm sure I could just turn off the sound and be fine. I don't know if I could do that while I'm... Let's see here. No, if I turn it on Do Not Disturb, then... Let's